to what has become the highlight of the year for many of us, and that is the Young Global Changers Recoupling Awards. We are going to commend and celebrate the work of some remarkable young people from around the globe who are going to recouple economic prosperity alongside environmental sustainability and societal needs. I think you are going to be amazed by what you see and hear in this next hour from this stage. So, if the movement strikes you that you want to say, well done, that you want to cheer, that you want to clap, then do so. Make noise to tell these remarkable young people just how great they are and how much we value what they do. Let's hear more about it now from the man behind the awards, that is Ole Spies.
Thank you, Declan. Thank you, and a warm welcome from me to the 2024 Young Global Changers Recoupling Awards. It's the third time that we are doing these awards, and with the awards, the Global Solutions Initiative recognizes youth-led projects that have an impact on the ground, but they also can serve as examples of change, positive change. And this year, we'll be awarding awards in three categories. The first one we call Reimagine Business. So we're looking for young social entrepreneurs, young businesses that do business differently, sustainably, fair, socially sustainable. We have a second category that we call Reimagine Social and Climate Action. That's mostly nonprofits that deliver benefits on the ground, that help people to be empowered to tackle social issues, the climate crisis. And then we have a third category of projects. We call it Reimagine Civic Engagement. And here we are looking for projects that empower people to be part of the decision-making process. We can't all be social entrepreneurs or nonprofit leaders, but we all need to have a say in the decisions that affect our daily lives. And we are looking for initiatives that help people to be engaged, included in decision-making by creating transparency, accountability, and inclusion. And in this session, you will meet 15 finalists from, I think, 12 countries. And 13 of them are here with us today. 2 of them will join us remotely. And they work on things like peace building in Cameroon. They bring water to refugee communities. They increase literacy with the help of AI. They bring healthcare to rural Africa. And I think, and many, many more. And I want to take this moment with you to recognize them. They have been selected from over 700 applications from around the world. And I would like to ask you to join me giving them a thundering applause and welcoming them here to the 2024 Young Global Changers Recoupling Awards. And with that, I would like to hand back over to Declan to introduce the first category.
And we will start with the first of those 3 categories that we are congratulating and showcasing today. That is Reimagine Business. Let's take a look at a hint of the work that is transforming the world. Let's see the video.
We aim to improve the quality of life while generating unparalleled water savings through our AquaWi, a multi-purpose portable device that works without pipes or electricity in any place and circumstance.
Our Nyanzapo AI teaching app provides real-time data and resources to teach students emotional literacy and numeracy gaps and needs of children. So far, we have reached over 5,000 children in Kenya.
So here comes Transcend being the first ever e-commerce platform promoting only the arts and crafts made by the generous people. Join us championing in sustainability, inclusivity, and empowerment while celebrating the cultural heritage of gender-diverse population in Bangladesh.
I am happy to present to you Eco-Nasi Leather, a premium, vegan, and cruelty-free leather alternative.
At Mitaro, our mission is to revolutionize the way that we think about material by turning agricultural waste into compostable, highly scalable, and high-performance alternative to traditional plastics.
So those are our five finalists that are reimagining business. Let's give them a round of applause as we welcome them to the stage. You're all very welcome. Do take a little step forward. I'm going to ask each of you to just tell me a little bit about each of you, the work that you've done, the idea, where it came from, what you hope to achieve. You're going to have about 2 minutes or so each. There's a microphone to share. I'm going to start with you. Tell us who you are and what your project is. Just remind us.
My name is Mumbe Mwangangi. I'm from Kenya, and my project is Nyansapo AI. We make AI-powered tools and resources to improve foundational literacy and numeracy competencies and needs of children, especially in underserved communities.
And where did the idea come from?
The idea came from the fact that many children go to school every day in Kenya and cannot be able to read. And what's sad is that we've had projects for maybe decades in the continent where they keep on saying that we are doing a lot in terms of improving children's foundational literacy and numeracy. So it's easy to hear like 1 out of 200 children or something cannot read in Africa, but we don't have exact data. So it's bringing different tech tools such as maybe having like a clear data on how exactly children are learning in Africa and doing that.
And this is something that will make a difference to them for the rest of their lives. This is hugely important.
Yes, I think it's hugely important because imagine living in a community where everybody has fair chances to be able to grow and develop by their own means, and education serves as that purpose, especially in many underserved communities.
Thank you for sharing your story with us and the very best of luck. Congratulations. So welcome to the stage. Just remind us who you are and what your project is.
My name is Olivia War. I'm from Nairobi, Kenya. My project is Eco-Nasi Kenya. At Eco-Nasi, we manufacture sustainable textiles from pineapple agro-waste while impacting small-scale pineapple farmers across the supply chain. Yes.
And when you say textiles, what do they get used for? Is it for everyday use? Is it for special occasions? What's in your mind?
So currently we are a B2B material supplier. So we supply our materials directly to fashion brands, and currently our textile is applicable for fashion items like shoes, bags. It can be used in the automotive industry as well, and yeah. Generally, yes.
Because with fashion, sometimes it's all about how it looks or how it feels. And, you know, how do you factor that into this?
So regarding the feel, we've done a lot of R&D to improve the feel of the natural material itself, so that it can be applicable for various uses. Yes.
Well, that's terrific. Thank you for sharing your story with us. Thank you for coming on the stage today as well. So, hello, if you can remind us who you are and what your project is.
Hello, everyone. So I'm Minha, and I'm from Transcend Crafts. So Transcend Crafts aims to help the 2 million marginalized gender diverse community, the LGBTQIA community, by providing them employment and entrepreneurship opportunities through handicrafts trainings and logistic and marketing support.
And it's about providing opportunity, as you say. Is it also about profile, about showing that you have an active role in your community?
Exactly. So for years, this community was criminalized and marginalized in our country. So now we want to bridge the gap between the general community and this community in front of the society.
You're changing the conversation.
Yes, yes, definitely. We are making role models and people who can come in front and show the other people that we have skills and we can work just like the other people. Yeah.
Thank you very much for taking part. Thank you for being on the stage and sharing your story with us as well. So remind us who you are and your project.
My name is Robert. I'm the CEO and founder of Mitero. We're engineering agricultural waste into bio-based material that can replace microplastic and reduce food waste at similar price as traditional plastic while reducing up to 80% carbon emissions.
So you're right in the sustainability space. How do you, well, there are lots of companies that are trying to do the right thing in this area as well. What sets you apart? How do you think you stand out?
It's a great question. We start out by focusing on the water-soluble packaging space, which currently hasn't been a scalable bio-based solution before we came in, and now we've been working with some of the Fortune 500 companies and have reached scalability while lowering our costs that can be comparable as traditional plastic.
And the idea or the initiative for this, where did it come from?
It came from one of my family businesses, which is plastic production. And I started early on in my childhood how plastic can be detrimental to human health and to our environments. So I was really inspired to create a solution to replace plastic.
Wait, sorry, hang on. The family business was plastics already?
Correct.
So you really are reimagining.
Yes, sir.
What your relatives, your parents, grandparents might have done?
My parents.
Yeah. What do they think about it?
So initially, they were not very inspired by this idea. But as we are progressing and seeing more and more partnerships, they see that this can also benefit their business as the world is moving towards more of sustainable solutions.
That's a great impact. Thank you so much for sharing your story with us and for being on our stage as well. And our fifth terrific finalist in the Reimagining Business category. Just remind us who you are and your project.
My name is Carla Ruiz. I'm from Lima, Peru. And together with Ana and Katy, we have developed a system that helps families that are in underserved communities to save water without needing pipes or electricity.
So this is bringing water to people who may not have regular access to it. Have I understood that right?
They have access to water, but it's very limited. So this is a tool that helps them to save water. Instead of buying water every 2 weeks, they do it every 3 weeks. So they are not only saving water, but also saving money.
So it's a real combination of this. It's improving the equality of access, but it's also reducing the use of a scarce global resource.
Yes, it's helping not only the families, but also the communities and the future generations.
How many customers do you deal with? What is your conversation with your customers like? What do you say to them? What do they say to you?
Well, until now, we have reached not only with our product, but with our workshops, more than 300 people in Peru in the 3 main regions, coast, highlands, and jungle, and they are all very thankful by this opportunity that our product gives them to save water and money.
Thank you very much. Thank you for sharing your story. Let's give all 5 of them a round of applause. Now we have 5 superb finalists. The job for the judges, Ollie, was from that great selection to pick one.
That was the job, exactly. I would not want to be in their shoes. I did not have to. We had wonderful judges, and 2 of them are with us here today. Can I ask Alexandra Kojabashi and Shukri Turfi to join me on stage, please? Alexandra, you spent time with the finalists, not only the 1 hour of pitches and project presentations, but 2 days. This program is not only about the awards. We learn together, we work together, we grow together. Alexandra, what do you take away from those 2 days?
You're absolutely right. It's not just about the prize, it's not just about the projects, but it's also part of the community. And having been a YGC in 2017, so basically when the Global Solutions Summit first started, it is with great pleasure that I came back here and met these absolutely fantastic change makers. Their passion really shines through, their expertise, the fact that they managed to build connections with each other in such a small period of time is a testament of the value of this community and what bringing people together in the same space can do to really solidify the connections between people, but also to show how important young change makers' contribution is to local impact, to the change that they have managed to make in a relatively short period of time over the past few years, and most importantly, their commitment to really positively influencing the communities around them.
Thank you, Alexandra. Before we do the big reveal, Shukri, may I ask you, you are an investor, you are a businessman, you teach business classes, and you sit on many judge panels like this one. Was there something different, maybe, something that stood out with this group of finalists?
Yeah, firstly, congratulations to all of you. I do sit on a number of panels, and I've been involved with this program for over a number of years. And without comparing even our own cohorts, this was a particularly strong year. And I think we had rigorous conversations around the table and moved cards around and sort of came at it from many different angles. And in the end, I think everybody can be really, really proud of just how close this race was. And I think that what's different about other just general kind of business categories is that there's a deep desire to want to make an impact that's much larger than themselves. So all of them could have been worthy winners. In the end, we only chose one. And I think everyone can be really proud. So congratulations.
All right. And now we want to find out. And you have the black envelope there. And let me open it. All right. And the winner of the Reimagine Business Award 2024 is Samia Minha, Trends and Crafts, Bangladesh. All right, Samia.
Yes, thank you.
All right. How do you feel?
I think I'm still in disbelief. Like, okay. It says winner.
It says winner. You are the winner. Do you want to share something that you did with the group maybe over the past 2 days, something you learned?
Definitely. So after I came here, I met some of the changers in the airport, and from there, our journey started. So it was not only the sessions and stuff, it was before the sessions, after the sessions, during the coffee break. I learned a lot of values there about their cultures and stuff, and what they do, and really relate to a lot of their issues and how they're tackling them, and get inspired by their visions, to, what they're doing as well. And that's
all right. Thank you so much, Mina, and congratulations once more. Give it up for Mina. All right. I'll take this, and you keep that.
So our congratulations to our first winner, and we also say commiserations, but very well done for the work that you've achieved so far, to our 4 other finalists as well. Let's give them all a round of applause. So the second category is reimagining social and climate action. Again, some amazing work to see in this video.
quarter of the world lacks access to potable water, mostly due to inadequate infrastructure.
Our solution to this comes in the form of a proprietary portable rainwater harvesting system. Rainwater is the cleanest source of naturally occurring water, and our product allows families to collect it right from their own roofs. Our unit is specifically designed to be outfitted over the relief tents that millions of people in camps are living in today.
We have built May, which is an AI-based anonymous one-stop sexual and reproductive health platform. We have empowered over 50,000 students through workshop and over 1 million users through our chatbot.
At Purdue Innovation Labs, we develop and deploy mobile and digital classrooms that are innovatively designed to fit in a box. A single unit accommodates a minimum of 50 computers that are powered by solar energy.
In 2020, I founded Tentative Hearing Points, a solar-powered megabox that's sensitizing and connecting indigenous and underserved population with essential medicines in their mother languages.
My project is a documentary film entitled Forest Guards, Plus Impact, that marries the ecological protection and the safeguarding of our environment defenders.
So let's give a warm welcome to our Let's give them a warm welcome as they make their way to the stage. We have 4 here joining us in Berlin. Welcome to the 4 of you. And joining us from Nigeria is Joseph Orai from the mobile project of mobile digital classrooms for rural Africa. Joseph, welcome to you, and thank you for being with us today. Tell us about the project. Tell us what it is you're trying to achieve.
Hello, good day everyone. I'm Joseph Orai from Purdue Innovation Labs. So at Purdue Innovation Labs, we are empowering African children from the poorest household and in displacement with access to quality education. We develop and deploy mobile and digital classrooms that are innovatively designed to fit in a box. They are driven by AI platform for gamified lessons in over 100 languages. So this solution allows young people in poverty and displacement to instantly convert any space readily available to them into a digital classroom for learning. We have so far impacted over 5,000 beneficiaries in our pilot community in Benue State, Nigeria. Thank you so much for having me this wonderful moment.
Joseph, thank you so much. And thank you for joining us on our remote link as well. The 4 finalists here in Berlin with us. Welcome to the 4 of you. Again, same as before, just step forward from behind those boxes so we can... That's better. Just, if you take the microphone, tell us who you are, remind us what the project is, and tell me a little bit about it.
Absolutely. Hi, everyone. My name is Priyal. I'm the founder of Stand We Speak. And we are working on the issue of shame and stigma that still persists around sexual and reproductive health. Most countries don't even have sex education, formal sex education, and access to information is quite difficult. So to give the power back in the hands of young people so that they can make informed decisions about their bodies and lives, we have built May, which is an AI-driven chatbot where people can access all the information and resources that they need. So that's what we are building.
Thank you, and thank you for sharing that with us. We are talking about reimagining social impact, but this feels a little bit like you are inventing it, that you've started from the ground up. Would that be fair?
Yes, yeah.
So where did the idea come from, or the inspiration come from?
So I used to work in a suicide prevention helpline. My background is in mental health. So I realized that a lot of people actually find it easier to take their lives than to share what they're going through. And I've also worked in Tihar Jail, which is Asia's largest prison. And I've spoken to lots of sexual offenders, and they feel that it's justified what they're doing because they have never been taught what's right, what's consent, boundaries. So that is where the idea came to me. And I realized that we need to talk, and the only solution is educating young people.
Well, thank you so much for doing that work, and thank you for telling us about it as well. Tell us who you are, what your project is. Remind us about it.
Okay, hello. Hello, I'm Pia. I'm Pia from the Philippines. I am a filmmaker, environmental defender also. So my project here is Forest Guard's documentary film and impact phase that marries the ecological protection at the same time the safeguarding of the well-being of our forest guards.
And we saw some of the beautiful filming in that video, and thank you for sharing that with us. Why do you think it's important that you document the work that they do?
First is it's super important because people don't go to forests, like don't usually go to forests. Policymakers don't go to forests. And then me as a filmmaker or documenting this, this is like a visual evidence or narrative that this is happening on the ground, that this is something that we need to look into. Like this is not on mainstream.
So the phrase we have is seeing is believing. When people see your film, they have a better connection with the story behind it.
Yeah, I think so too. And then my visual also is like for people to have like this universal resonance that you may be in Europe, but once you see the film, you can feel what the forest guards are feeling also.
Thank you very much. If you can pass the microphone along and just tell us a bit about you and a bit about the project.
Thank you. My name is Gabriela Sade. I am originally from Venezuela, and I'm here representing the project of Living Water Systems. So we have developed the world's first portable rainwater gutter system that not only collects rainwater, but also purifies it through a filter system. So the idea is that because it's portable, it's lightweight, you can deploy it in difficult to reach areas.
So it brings a technology that, thank you, yes.
Thank you.
Exactly right, exactly right, thank you. So it brings a technology to places that might not otherwise have it. It brings water to places that might struggle to get it.
Yes, exactly. In fact, the reason we were inspired to do this project was that as you have heard from the news, Venezuela represents one of the largest refugee populations in the world now. And as I was visiting these communities in the border between Venezuela and Colombia, I realized that a lot of these populations didn't have access to clean water as it was raining in the area. So it was pretty ironic to us to find like this reality. So we said, well, it would be great if there was a technology that could be installed on the roofs of these tents that could collect and purify that water.
Thank you very much. Thank you for the work you do. Thank you for sharing the story with us as well. And just remind us who you are and what the project is.
Okay, thank you very much. My name is Noel Mapunda. I'm the founder of Nitibu Healing Foundation, the Foundation for Diseased Poorest. This is a solution that goes beyond hospital boundaries to find and treat the most diseased poorest. And here I'm here to present also the healing points. This is a digital micro house which enables vulnerable and indigenous communities to connect and meet doctors in their mother languages. And as you know, majority of the indigenous communities have been struggling for many years to find healthcare services. So we are trying to enable them to find affordable healthcare services at less than $1.
Thank you very much. Thank you to the four of you. Thank you also to Joseph, who's still with us. Joseph is still with us in Nigeria as well. Thank you. Again, the judges had to choose one. We wish we could give awards to all of you, but that's not how competitions work. So, Ole, if you can catch us up with the next bit.
Before I introduce our jury members for the next category, let me tell you what our contestants actually win. So first of all, let me stress that all of them, all 15, are of course already winners. As I mentioned, they've been selected from 700 applications, and for us, the main prize is actually this community. You could see them bonding over the 2 days, and I know from experience that this is a partnership, a bond that will last, and that's what we're trying to build here with the program. But also, there's a winner for each category, and what they win is a small grant, but money is not everything, so we also give them help to increase their impact through our partner network. So they will receive tailored consulting, and one of them, actually the business participant, will get to participate in a program called RACE, funded by our partner PwC, where they will help them find investors, seed funding, and help them to get their business to the next level. But now we're all curious to hear who won this category. And to help us do this, let me ask to the stage the 3 judges in this category. First of all, Matthias Jabe. He is the winner of the 2022 Recoupling Awards. Matthias, welcome. Hi. Then we have Bhushan Sethi, a partner at Strategy End. And we also have our very own Tabea Lissner, Research Director here at Global Solutions Initiative. One mic for you. Matthias, you won the award 2 years ago with an amazing project. What happened after you won the award? What was the journey like for you for the last 2 years?
Right, thanks so much for the opportunity. My name is Matthias Charles Yabe. I am from Ghana. I'm the co-founder and CEO at AcoFresh. And at AcoFresh, we are building solutions that are helping to strengthen food security in local farming communities. We've designed a solar-powered cold storage preservation technology, which is extending shelf life of perishable crops from 5 days to 21 days. And we've been able to impact over 3,000 farmers with our farmer training initiative and our storage services. Winning the prize was really an amazing one for me, and also an inspiring experience for myself and the team as well, because it wasn't just about the prize money, but it was also an opportunity for us to get our work recognized, and it's also a validation that the work we are doing is something that is very critical to solving some of the world's critical issues around environmental issues and food waste. We've been able to complete our pilot, because as at the time we're not done with our pilot. We've secured about up to 10 local and global partnerships. We are currently working with support from the US ADF. We are also scaling to Uganda with support from the European Commission. And we are currently making plans to also design our solution in a mobile version, which will be moving from marketplaces.
Thank you, Matthias. That's great to hear. Quite a journey. Let me ask you, Tabea. You are part of Global Solutions Initiative. You are a research director. When you see the young global changers, what do these people bring to the Global Solutions community? What values do they add to what we do?
So we've been discussing all day the scale of the challenges that we face and what we need to find solutions for. But of course, to develop those solutions, we need innovation and we need inspiration, and this actually needs to happen on the ground. So I think the value and also the power in this program really lies in seeing all of the incredible innovation that you all bring to the world with all of these solutions that we've heard about already, to really bring hope to all of these discussions that can be very much at a very high, very global level, and to really have those concrete, inspiring solutions.
Thank you, Tabea. And Bhushan, I will come to you when we heard who the winner is, but I want to know first. I'll get to you last. All right, so let's find out who won this category. So the winner of the 2024 Recoupling Awards in the Social and Climate Action category is Priyal Agarwal, Stand We Speak, India. Congratulations, Priyal.
Thank you so
so much for this recognition and validation for the kind of work that we are doing. But I would say the bigger takeaway and the bigger win for me is to learn that we need to co-create rather than co-competing. And it was the amazing people that I met here, that's like whom I learned this from, that if we bring this message together and if we bring our energies and passion together, we can scale all of our solutions to different countries because we come from different parts of the world. We are really so passionate about bringing a change. So if we do want to scale our innovation, if we do want to make bigger impact, then this is like the perfect platform to find those people. Thank you.
Right. And before you all run away, Bhushan, I wanted to ask you, as a judge on this panel, how did you select this project? What stood out for you?
Yeah, so first of all, congratulations, Priyo, and congratulations to everyone. It's been a tough few years to be a young person, economically, divisiveness, well-being. And so what we looked at was really the courage of the idea, the ability to scale the idea. Does it bring prominence to it? Could other people actually benefit from this and actually replicate this in different markets? And are we picking something that is societally important? And so we looked at all of that, and every one of them filled that criteria. We just so happened to this one fulfilled it a little bit more. So congratulations.
Thank you very much.
So we congratulate our second winner, and we say commiserations, but also well done to the finalists who came very close to winning the award as well. Let's give all 5 of them a round of applause once again. So the third category now is to reimagine civic engagement. Let's once again take a look at who the finalists are and get a sense of the great things that they're achieving.
In a nation where 1/3 of the population comprises the youth, the Urban Youth Council project stands as a beacon of hope, poised to revolutionize their involvement in local level decision making. With a dynamic task force of 200 youth leaders, we are collaborating closely with the City Corporation to craft comprehensive youth council guidelines, form councils, compile voter lists, and elect city youth councillors for 4-year terms.
We will introduce the solution for combating corruption and misconduct in governmental bodies and institutions. Our web app is a secure, anonymous digital reporting platform.
Join us in building a new Gambia, where physical transparency and accountability are the norm, not the exception. The solutions to enhance civic engagement under this FT project include conducting online and offline campaigns to educate citizens on their rights to government information and how to hold their representatives accountable.
In the year 2018, I was kidnapped by rebels advocating to create a breakout state from Cameroon called Ambazonia. During my 14 days in captivity, I observed firsthand that the minds of young people are radicalized before they are recruited as combatants in conflicts around the world. To counter youth radicalization and contribute to peace building, I founded Zuma Africa. Our strategy is to blend civic education, volunteerism, moral rearmament, and youth political participation in a high-impact way.
This is a national network for civic education to promote a structural and lasting change in Brazil, aiming to inaugurate a new chapter in the history of Brazilian democratic culture.
So that's our 5 finalists. Let's give them a round of applause. And let's welcome 4 of the 5 to the stage here in Berlin. Please do make your way to the stage. Thank you all. Just make yourselves comfortable around, just in a line along here. Our fifth finalist is Annetta Mahoney, who's joining us from the Gambia. Annetta, hello. Thank you for being with us. Tell us a little bit about you and the project.
Hello, thank you very much for having me. So the strengthening and sustaining fiscal transparency and accountability in the Gambia project is geared towards increasing citizens' participation when it comes to the different processes in the project process. And we have been doing numerous of activities geared towards this, being it lobbying and advocating for legislative amendments that will create platforms for citizens to engage fully in the matters of public financial management, as well as creating simplified versions of audit reports, budget reports as well, and sharing it both online and offline, as well as creating platforms for citizens to engage with different ministries to capture their priority needs when it comes to the formulation of the budgets. Because personally, we believe that the budget is the second most important document after the constitution of any given country. So we have been working towards strengthening and sustaining fiscal transparency, but with a citizen-centered approach, increasing the level of citizens' participation when it comes to the formulation, when it comes to everything related to public financial management in the Gambia. Thank you.
Such remarkable work. Annetta, thank you so much for doing it, for sharing your story with us as well. And for our four finalists here in Berlin, I'm going to ask each of you to remind us who you are, tell us a little bit about the project and what the thinking was behind it. You start first.
Thank you so much. I come from Bangladesh. My name is Shaikat, and I faced a challenge in my early career that in a room full of youth dialogue, there was no young people sitting on that stage. And we experienced this many, many times. I wanted to change this picture. And that was my inspiration to start thinking about changing at local level that will connect global solutions. So Urban Youth Council is a model that gives unrepresented young people the legitimate voice, being elected by the city's youth and sit on the elected youth council mandated by millions in their cities and take decision on their daily lives. This is what I'm doing, making urban youth councils. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you for sharing your story with us. Please go ahead.
So hello everyone, it's a pleasure being here today. So I'm Salwa Jagar from Morocco. Our initiative is actually, it aims to combat corruption in the MENA region in governmental bodies, institutions and businesses. We provide a secure, anonymous and user-friendly platform for individuals to report corruption, while actually their identities are protected through our platform.
Is it dangerous? Because there are people who make money out of corruption and don't like it when corruption is challenged.
Yes, this is a great question to ask. So that's why I told you earlier that the platform is anonymous and confidential, so it protects the identities of the whistleblowers, and we have encrypted protocols for the data that we are collecting.
But is it dangerous for you?
As a user or as
the person who's standing here telling us about it?
That's the point. We are combating corruption.
Fine. Well, thank you very much, and thank you for the work that you do and for telling us the story as well. Just remind us who you are and tell us a little bit about the project.
Hello, my name is João Tavares. I'm from Brazil, and I co-founded the National Network for Civic Education. Brazil has never had a public policy on civic education during our democratic period, so we gathered together 55 projects on civic education to demand Brazilian government to create this public policy. And we also help them, giving technical insights and recommendations on public policy. So we were kind of a think tank also.
What makes you, what counts as success? What does the project need to achieve for you to think, this has done what I wanted it to do?
We need to change Brazilians' public opinion. Like Brazilians in general, they don't know what is civic education. And different from countries as Germany, for example, and you have this public policy on civic education since 1952, and you know how to do it. Brazilians don't know, and Brazilians are afraid to discuss politics in their schools. But we need to show them that's safe. There's a way to be safe.
Thank you very much, and thank you for participating in this session as well. Did you say you were kidnapped?
Yes, I did.
I can't imagine what that's like. What were the circumstances? Were you frightened?
So I was on my way to the University of Bamenda when, all of a sudden, young men of my age group surrounded me. They placed guns on my head. They whisked me off on bikes into a compound in the forest, and they were actually rebels, imposing a no-school going boycott they had earlier announced. And I spent 14 days in captivity, during which I was tortured under my feet. I was chained. I saw firsthand how people were shot right in front of me. And I decided to transform this energy when I gained freedom by encouraging other young people who have survived armed violence in our context to come together and counter youth radicalization. So we are focused more at our organization called Zuma Africa in training young people to manage conflicts in a non-violent way and in causing young people to contribute their own quota in peace building while promoting social cohesion and youth political participation.
To take something so terrible that happened to you and turn it into something so positive is remarkable. There's a strength, there's a determination there.
Certainly, and I must appreciate some organizations that helped me heal the trauma I experienced, including Kantari Institute for Ethical Social Changemakers in Kerala, India. They really redefined my path in life and caused me to become the social change maker that I am today. I remain very grateful.
And we are very grateful to you for being here with us today, to all of you. Thank you very much. Let's give another round of applause to four here, plus Aneta.
Thank you, Declan. Now, the winner of the last category of the night. I would like to ask two judges to me on the stage. One is Paul Zubkov. He is the Manager Europe at Democracy Reporting International. And Anja Vela-Schöck, the International Editor at Tagesspiegel newspaper. And there's a mic for you. And one for you. So, Paul, my question to you. You work on enhancing, fostering democracy, transparency. Why would you say is civic empowerment such an important issue in times like these?
Thank you. And first of all, congratulations to all of you. From 700. I think there's probably three aspects to mention. One is, of course, the rights-based approach. People have a right to participate. This is part of our common humanity. And we all want to understand and influence the world in which we live. The second issue is that, it's a really challenging time with a lot of polarization, a lack of trust in governance institutions. And civic participation helps bring people together and break down those barriers when you see each other eye to eye. And the third thing, I think, is simplification. The level and scale and complexity of the issues that we face, the solutions won't be found solely from top on up. We need a diversity of people that are coming in, who are participating, who are lending their voices on ultimately the issues that influence us all. Thanks.
Thank you. Yeah, I couldn't agree more, and I think many of these projects are actually tackling exactly that, what you just mentioned. And Anja, you are the international editor. So in these times, in times like these, I imagine you don't get a whole lot of good stories that you can report on. Maybe from the days or the time you spent with the finalists, is there something that gives you hope? And do you want to share it with us?
Yes, well, all of your projects gave us extreme hope, and I really want to commend you for them because, as we just heard, your work stands out because it often comes at a high personal risk. It actually puts you in danger. You tend to make powerful enemies when you work in a field like yours. So we wish we could have given 5 prizes and congratulate you on your efforts and ask you to continue them because it's such an important work that you're doing. When we look back over the past few years, we've seen an increase in violent conflict, we've seen a decline in democracy, we've seen closing spaces with less space for organizations like yours to operate in. And so we hope that there are more people like you who stand up and fight for the good causes and produce good stories that we are happy to report on.
Wonderful. All right. All right, Paul, can I take the responsibility off you? This is always a moment that I'm dreading a little bit because, as you said, I would like everyone to win. But there's only one winner in this category, and the winner of the Civic Engagement category of the 2024 Recoupling Awards is Shaikat and the Urban Youth Councils, Bangladesh. Come to us. This is for you. Congratulations, Shaikat. And we'll steal one mic. Thank you so much. All right, Shaikat.
Thank you. I think thanks is very low-grade award here. And the participants, and I'm not the competition-believing guy. So I was saying to my colleagues and friends that we all win, and I actually, my project or me, I haven't on anyone, over anyone. Every single project is important. Every single initiative has its own significance in their different contexts and their different needs. Probably in this case, the judges had a difficult time, I really believe, but definitely my project goes to all of you and colleagues back home, my friends, and everyone that worked with me. And I still remember the days when the high officials were not trusting this will make any impact. They put my project for 6 months on hold, disbelieving this will disrupt the Israel peace. And I turned it into positive disruption. And now Bangladeshi cities are actually now embracing young people's representation officially and legitimately. Thank you so much for the recognition.
Thank you, Shaikat.
Well, thank you very much. 15 remarkable examples, 15 remarkable sources of inspiration. Let's give them all a round of applause to encourage them to keep up their work. We also say thank you to our judges and to Ole and his team at Global Solutions. So let's give them a round of applause as well. And just to all of the winners and all of the finalists, all 13 of you here in Berlin, when I stop talking, please come back to the stage so we can get a photo of all of you together. So that's the winners and the finalists that are here in the room, all 13 of you back to the stage in just a moment. For everyone else, I'm Declan Curry. Have a great evening. Claudia is going to come back now and just give us 1 or 2 points for the end of the day. But while Claudia is talking, if we can have the winners back up for the photo as well. Thank you very much.